Hey, Michael. I'm here with our old crew. Got Gene Cotton behind the camera over there, and Buzz is going to say a few words to you in a minute, and Brent's going to say a few words to you in a minute, and we're thinking about you, and we love you very, very much. And we just were sitting around telling old-time stories and laughing about all the music and all the people and all the things we've done. Amazing how time goes by so fast. We'd all go back and do it all over again, I know. But just wanted to let you know that we're thinking about you, and the records and the music that we all made together is some of the proudest moments in my life, and I think everybody else's as well, and I know it was for you, and you made it happen. And so we wish you all the best, and we'll keep you in our hearts, and we'll keep you in our prayers, and we love you very, very much.
Bluer than blue.
Hi, Michael. Bluer than blue, man. I'm speaking to you from the control room, right where you and Brent and Steve and Randy Goodrum all made that great record. And you put this studio on the map with that #1 song, and always grateful to you, and always wonderful to hear you sing it and see you play that great guitar that you play. And just wanted to say hi to you, wishing you all the best, and missing seeing you, and hope that everything goes well up there. And there was one story though I wanted to remember here and see if you remember it. The night at Julian's, Steve's laughing over there. When you guys, we went to celebrate Bluer Than Blue, and there was much wine consumed that night. And guess who got stuck with the bill? And at the time, it was about $300 at that time, you know. But everybody got a kick out of sticking me with the bill, you know. But we had a great time, and just remembering all the good times we've had. And love you, praying for you, thinking about you. God bless.
Hey, Mikey, it's Brent, and here with Gene and Steve and Buzzaroo, and thinking about you and all the records we made here. And it takes me back when you and I and Steve first got together, and you came into town here, and we're going to cut a record, and we didn't have any songs picked yet, hardly. You brought in a couple of tunes that you'd written, and Randy had just played me Bluer Than Blue, and I remember that you and I and Steve, we walked back in the control room, and I said, well, I got a Randy Goodrum song here. He just played me a few weeks ago, and he said, would you like to hear that? And I remember you saying, yeah. So we played Bluer Than Blue here, and boy, as much, I can almost hear exactly what you said. You said, Brent, this song is me. This song is mine. And, well, obviously, you were right on the money. And we had so much fun making that record, and all the time that we spent here, Steve, you and me, and guys Shane, and all the guys, Kenny Malone, Jack on bass. I mean, good Lord, what an all-star cast of characters, and you leading the band, buddy. And needless to say, I'm incredibly fortunate to be around you and Steve and all the great players, and Randy and some of these guys giving us, Bill LaBounty giving us some great songs. And probably one of my favorite times in my life is getting my career started as a producer. And really, it really all started with you, Michael. I mean, you were the guy that basically started my career as a producer. And I can never thank you enough, man. It was awesome. And so, from Janelle and I and all of us here in the control room, we're thinking about you. We're praying for you. We love you so much. And I can tell you this, man, I'm thankful for every second we had hanging together. A blessing indeed. And God bless you, brother. Okie doke.
Michael, Gene Cotton here. I remember back in those early days, back in the early 70s, when Keith Christensen would come to town, and he would bring people like Tab Lavin and you and Mary McGregor and I don't know, I guess Peter Yarrow, and just other different artists who came through. And getting to know you was one of the biggest thrills of my life. Of course, you know that before I met you, I'd heard your song, There Is a Breeze, and didn't have any problems convincing Steve Gibson that should be on the album, and it was. And then when I got to meet you, I mean, I was like in hog heaven. My gosh, I not only met Michael Johnson, but he stayed all night at my house, you know, which was kind of a cool thing. And I remember the next day or two meeting somebody else and saying, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe who I met. I met Michael Johnson, the Michael Johnson, you know. The guy does those little guitar lick things, you know, and he's got all this cool stuff going on in his life." And those were some of the most special moments in my life, getting to know you and being a friend, and also the many things that you did over the years for good causes. And especially for one that I'm involved with, the Nicaragua Project, that big concert we put together down in South Carolina that you did. And I remember when we went out to eat beforehand that you were so excited that you had just found out that you had a daughter that you never knew you had. And you were so excited about it. And you were like a kid who had just had his first ice cream cone, running around in circles about it. You know, you were so elated, and you could tell in your face the love that you had for that daughter. So this has been a really great adventure, knowing you and being a part of your life, and you're being a part of mine in a very significant lick. I mean, I have managed to master 2 or 3 of your favorite little licks you do in D, and I can't tell you how many times after a concert someone would come up and comment on the song that I had played in D, the open D tuning thing, and they quite frequently would say things like, "Well, do you know Michael Johnson?" You know, and I would laugh and say, "Yeah, why?" And I know why, because that's the lick that he's kind of he's noted for playing that lick. So it's just been a great run for me to know you, and such a privilege to have been a part of your life. And I know things are not easy for you in this time. It's rough, but just want you to know that you are surrounded by friends and family, thousands of miles away. Their long arms of love are wrapped around you and your family as you go through this horrible thing that you're going through. And we're sad about it. We're sorry, but I just want you to know something, that you, and whether you believe this or not, it just doesn't matter, but you are a child of God. And because you are a child of God, this is not the end of the story, my friend. It really is just the beginning of a new journey for you. And as you move into that new journey, I hope you will remember the love that you were surrounded with that sent you off. And we all will see you again. So take care, my friend. We love you and wish we could be standing at your bedside right now, because we've heard reports of you playing and telling jokes here lately. And what a thrill it would be to be around that. So a little video is the best we can do. Thank God for YouTube and nice little high-def cameras. So we wish you well, and we will all see you again. Take care, Michael.